Welcome to Why the Hell Are We Watching This, episode 13. Today we're going to be talking about the anime Texhnolyze. Today we have our normal hosts, Joodough.
Remember, kids, if you ever have a problem with insanity, just punch someone's head off.
YODR.
You need anything at all, come to me. I'll be your guardian angel.
Alex.
I had a PS2 once.
And me, Null Toxicity. So Texhnolyze is a 22 episode anime, right? 23?
22.
22.
Dos.
Hell yeah. Joodough, you want to tell us a little bit about what happens in this?
Well, Texhnolyze is like when you go to an amusement park, except you really hate amusement parks, and then your dad forces you onto this big roller coaster because he thinks it'll make you a man, but in reality, no. You don't want to go on that roller coaster. You don't want to be a man. So you get strapped like iron tight to this fucking roller coaster and it launches you off and you want to die the entire time. You're screaming, all your guts are falling off, and you lose an arm and a leg. It's about...
Okay, but what's the anime actually about?
It's about this guy. It's about this guy. It's about this guy that loses an arm and a leg as a result.
We will refer to him from now on as Shirtless Light Yagami.
Okay, Shirtless Light Yagami.
As a result of bringing back his dead mother.
Right, so he gets into some shit with this organization in this underground society created by humans for outcasted people, and this society is revolved around the city called Lux, and they're like these giant mob like science powers that oversee the city, and this guy gets fucked by one of them. He loses an arm or leg, crawls around a bunch, gets shit on a bunch, but he gets picked up by a doctor who gives him some great sick prosthetics called Texhnolyzed. He gets Texhnolyzed.
It's just Texhnolyze.
He gets
Texhnolyze though.
You call it Texhnolyze.
Right.
That's what the dub calls it.
You got to Texhnolyze, and then with a slew of other characters that relate to the inner workings of all these big superpowers. Shirtless Light Yagami dude gets thrown into the fray and must find himself and his loins. And a lot of blood happens.
Spoiler alert, there's a lot of fucking characters in this anime.
Yeah.
I can't remember half their names.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the plot.
Just remember I called
the
Yoshi.
setting.
Yeah.
The setting is like a cyberpunk thing that's like underground, but it's not really underground. It seems like a normal city. Everything is gritty and brown and grey and brown.
Yeah.
And many ambient noises. Not much talking.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the art then.
Whoa, hold on. Gotta say, at first, the writer is... he wrote Civil Experiments Lane and Digimon Tamers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fucking sick.
It is sick.
Yeah, we can talk about the writing in a little bit, but let's go into like what it actually looked like. Like what do you expect going into or when you see Texhnolyze, I guess.
I expect
for like
Ergo Proxy.
It's not actually a bad expectation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you mean judging from like Google Images or something, or from the cover art?
Yeah, except instead of like the black and white heavy Ergo Proxy, you get the brown and red heavy.
Yeah.
Shit, no lies. No,
I was thinking more Serial Experiments Lane, except pain, like slathered with a coat of arthritis.
I don't know when this came out, but all the characters look like
it looks uneasy.
All the characters look like Death Note characters.
To me, it just looks like it just looks uneasy to me. A little like sometimes some characters look really weird and it gets me.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Big fan.
That's kind of the pitfall of the like early 2000s art style. They want to make things look kind of realistic, but sometimes it just end up looking goofy.
But that's the point of this show. You know, you have not only do you have slightly uncanny valley characters and setting and ambient noise and random like static everywhere, for also no reason. Like random people just fuck the main dude for no reason. It's really good.
Yeah. There's so much just like random effects on it to kind of just weird you out.
Yeah.
And also
like jarring camera angles too is like really.
I fucking loved it.
It's also really dark. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's super.
But
it's super bleak.
It's so intentional. You know what I mean?
Oh
Yeah.
We need to mention
very much so.
the amazing
They're going for that feel.
low poly PS2 type CG.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
I
it.
really love
I really
the
liked
CG. I really loved the CG train tracks that they used like 5 times in the first episode.
They were
Like,
good.
man, we got this really cool animation.
shit.
Let's use it like 5 times. We'll flip it a couple times just to make sure that they don't think that we're reusing
The
it.
first episode was just shot to shot to shot. It didn't stay. It didn't stay lingering.
Yeah,
And it was just a bunch of random stuff.
yeah. I feel like a lot of people watching this for the first time might just drop it because of the first
Because they're
episode.
fucking cowards.
I know,
Well-
right? How can you not like
because
ambient
you
music?
You don't have a lot to go on. There's no dialogue for the first 11 minutes. Like, it's very not anime.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still
Sure.
cowards.
So, but yeah, it's not at all like the first episode. Just
Dude,
weird.
a part of the weird character design, the shapes that come out later in the show really got to me. I was just like,
Yeah.
don't get close to
Good
me.
shit.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Eventually, a lot of the people get replaced by like weird mecha people, and they look kind of goofy.
I love the fucking city in general, like the setting of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like-
Washington
It's
D.C.
definitely its own character, the city itself, which is kind of one of the
Big fan. It's
things.
pretty much Undertale 2, like the city underground that got banished by humans. It's just Undertale.
I don't know how literally the city is alive, but that's we'll talk about that in writing. What do we want to talk about now?
when
Do you
it,
still have stuff to say about the art?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. What else?
Nice landscape shots is one of my points, and that's it. I
Yeah.
don't have any more to add.
The environments were are like really well laid out. Like that was
Yeah, the
what I
backgrounds and
got
shit.
from the first episode.
oh yeah, definitely
Because like
at the village.
a lot of the time in anime, it like they'll really try to sell you on the characters, but like this first episode really tries to sell you on their background art, and it's fucking sick.
Two
Right, like
things.
when oh yeah, go ahead.
2 things. First of all, the surface world. It was fucking sick. I liked it a lot. Like how fucking surreal it seemed and stuff.
Yeah.
It was fucking cool.
It was
Also,
good.
even though it's like a very slow show, and like,
Slow show for ho-hos.
I mean, there's tons of ambient stuff and not much moving going on. But they still
Oh.
went through the effort and animated like lots of little things. And it's not just
Well, like-
still shots with like ambient music like you would expect.
One thing I liked about it, and this is kind of talking about the animation and the writing, but like, I feel like the show, like, as you have this character, he gets like his arm and leg like cut off, and he's all like disoriented and sluggish, and that's when the anime is paced at its slowest. And like as the main character like gets his power back and he starts being able to move normally, like that's when the show picks up pace gradually until he's like fully powered.
It's true.
And then like towards the end it dips back down when he like loses the ability to use his arm and leg.
Yeah.
The fucking obelisk
So
was so
I
fucking cool.
feel like it's like slow pace was like really intentional, and you were supposed to like feel what the character is feeling.
Man, like the viewer is acutely aware of of shirtless Light Yagami's situation. Like we understand exactly how much pain he's in. Like when it goes through the first person shots and they're like all these fucking UI just spazzing out and he's just like hugging the wall and he's like, shit, fuck, I can't, fuck, and then he falls down a staircase like for the millionth time. We understand how painful that is.
Yeah, because we're sitting there watching it for like 3, 4, or 5 episodes.
Yeah, it's like
What the guy's name is actually Ichise,
yeah, it's,
right?
Yeah.
it's Ichise.
Yeah.
It's not Ichino.
Yeah, I just remember because I was joking about the name Ichinose. I love it because it's like it just looks like itchy nose.
Well, he couldn't scratch his nose if he wanted to. Well, I guess he could.
Man, imagine if he like tried. So like when this guy's like trying to get used to his robotic arm, he's like trying to pick up glasses, he's crushing them. Like, what if he tried to scratch his nose with this robot arm? He like tore his face off.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And then he got like a robot face.
I mean, dude, he didn't jack off like once during the course of his the show.
Oh, yeah,
Man, he's got to train that arm.
Why would you need to jack off?
I wouldn't want to jack off too if I was in pain the whole time.
I guess you're right. But like, I know that every time I saw a staircase, I was like, "Oh, he's gonna fall down it," and then indeed he does.
All right, let's talk about the characters while we're kind of on that topic then.
So in summary, this is Angel's Egg, but like in brown and cyberpunk.
All right, cool.
Character designs were sick. Character designs were nice, great. Except like the fucking political leader guys who all look the same and they were fucking boring.
I like them. I like them all. I like the big fat dude who thought he could be the leader, but he couldn't.
The one with the fucking weird sunglasses.
The complete subplot that didn't matter.
No,
of course.
Not the guy with the sunglasses.
I'm talking about the fat guy. He's like, man, did I sound like a good leader? And they're like, oh, dude, who the fuck was that guy?
I really like when he asked his one of his subordinates, like, how do you think I was? He was just like, okay, I think. He was just like, like, no.
But like, what's interesting about the show is not only characters, but there are so many factions. Like,
yep,
there were factions that I didn't even know existed by the end of this anime, and it's really cool if you're into that kind of like interfaction politics type thing, like kind of like 91 Days almost, or like The Godfather.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. I'm a big fan of factions and faction war.
It's very interesting because you've got this kind of like religious, like almost religious, like body purity, like group, like sect or whatever, and then you've got the like actual like mob, and then you got like the rough gangsters, and then you've got like the occult like seer worshipping people, and then you've got the robot people. So
you got the nudist from Kill la Kill making an appearance. Love those guys.
Sometimes it was a bit too much, though. We're gonna get into it in the writing when we discuss the writing.
When we talk about the writing.
Yeah.
So main people we want to talk about, because like I said, there are a lot of fucking characters in the show, but we got main character Ichise. We got the chick whose name is Ron with an A, not no. Who
the
leader guy? Well,
we're fucking sick.
What was the leader?
Onishi.
What's the leader guy's name? Onishi. He's cool. Oni-chan.
Oni-chan.
Who else?
Shinji.
That's the who?
Shinji, the leader of the Rakan, I think.
I thought you made a joke. Shinji Kari.
He ain't shit. He's like a secondary character. He don't matter. I think the girl, the leader, and the main character, like the three main. Oh, the doctor.
Also,
the doctor.
Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yoshi.
Yeah, Yoshi's important in the beginning.
And then he just is gone.
Yeah.
And doesn't matter.
Yeah. Man, if that episode ended on episode 11, or if that anime episode ended on episode 11, I would have been completely fine with it, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
No.
If it just ended with like Yoshi dying and the heroes succeeding, it would have been a real cool action adventure anime.
Needed the last few episodes, which were the greatest thing of all time.
We needed to feel empty.
We need more ambient noises.
So let's feel the big sad.
We already talked about
Itchy nose.
Ichigo. Okay.
Should we talk about the opening and ending when we come to the sound part?
Yeah.
Right.
But let's talk about the little girl. Let's talk about Ron.
She cute.
What do you guys think of Best Girl?
Ron is the cutest girl, and Ron is the cutest that you can approach in this society. The definition of cute in this society. It's the cutest that things can be in Texhnolyze is Ron.
She's this little girl. She wears a fox mask.
She's cute.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, Based on like colors for her character design, she's the one that stands out the most.
Yeah, she's like a stark contrast to the actual
The fact
background.
that she sells flowers was fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do the flowers grow? What the fuck? You know.
She sells flowers and she can see into the future, but like she doesn't want to like tell people about the future because she's afraid if she does it'll come true.
She sees only one possible future.
Man,
At first I was like,
well, like
that's kind of retarded. Because like you can just guess what may happen, but then I was like, what if there are other possible futures that you couldn't guess? And it all made sense.
I feel like they kind of threw that to the side because, like, after that literal first instance, everything else that she predicted came true. So, I mean,
yeah, that's true. Man,
I don't know.
it's my headcanon that Ron is actually like Lane except cosplaying, and she's heading into town for like Anime Expo 2050.
Yeah. So like, okay. So here's my thing with that. I think that's something they just told like Yoshi because they didn't want him to know too much because she saw that guy dying.
Maybe.
But he like actually did die later. So
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It might not have been like super near future.
Right.
Because I feel like this is definitely an anime that you can't really take at face value. You have to dig deep in order to get into it.
Probably gotta rewatch it a few times just in case you missed
especially
something.
to
Yeah.
fucking-
We'll rewatch it 3 times before next week and do another episode.
Yeah, we'll have Techhnolyze Part 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Do we have anything else to say about Psychic Girl?
She's cute. I want to hug her. Too bad she's brain dead.
Oh my god.
I like the
Rip.
Blue Fox guys that appeared with her a couple times.
Yeah.
With the blue
Yeah.
masks.
Her
remember
like
one of those.
posse. It turns out that she was the city the whole time.
Whoa.
And that's whatever.
She was just
Anyway.
the voice of the city, and like she talked to one leader guy.
No, man. I think that she like legitimately is the city, because like the dude at the end said that he slept with the city and then he had her.
Did she build the city?
No, she is. She's just the city like
Okay.
that. She like
She
the
simply
is. The
is.
city.
Okay.
Man,
Yeah.
the backstory of the city was kind of cool, but I forgot all of it.
Yeah, because like they talk about how like the city is a person and it talks to fucking Onisan and the big boss guy, and then like you find out at the end that she's the one talking to him, and like then she said at the end the big bad guy is like, well, I have the city and I slept with the city in order to become perfect and that or some shit like
Yeah.
so it's cool. I don't have anything else to say about it though. Besides the fact that I think she may like be the embodiment of the city.
I want to
Yeah.
hug her. She deserved better.
Yeah. I mean, she wanted to die. to be honest.
Honestly, everyone in this show deserved better than they got.
Yeah. Yep.
Even the 3 old grandmas, they didn't do nothing.
They were just sitting there talking, but at the end they just
Yeah.
died.
Yeah, they're just chattering like old birds, and then they just fucking
Get out of
it's
here
so sad.
with your fucking shitty metaphors. Stabs him. Teleports behind him. Nothing personal, grandma.
Nothing personal, grandma. Hell yeah. Who else? So we got Big Boss guy. What's his name again?
Onishi or something.
Onishi, yes. Okay, so Onishi is like the leader of the mob. What are they called again?
Organo.
They're called the Oregano. Oregano.
Yeah.
Oregano.
Oregano.
Man, the names in the show are so stupid.
Oregano. Culinary
class.
experts of
Origami.
looks.
The origami class.
The Oregano.
So-
I forgot what the group who are
So-
all about like
So to talk
non-technolized.
about
Huh?
oh they're the union.
Oh,
the union.
oh no,
of
that's
Soul
shit.
or some
The
shit.
Onion.
That's really simple.
Yeah. But like to talk about Onishi, I feel like we have to talk about like the Organo a little bit, because they pretty much run the city. They're like the gods. They're
pretty
the
much
biggest faction.
just the government in a way.
Yeah.
They built the city.
And Onishi receives instructions from the city, and so that's like why he's important and why he became the leader. The thing is like in this city you can only like really connect to it through technolyzes or technolization or whatever, having robotic limbs for some reason. So he has 2 robotic legs, and he runs really fast and has a sword, and he's really badass.
It sounds kind of funny when you describe it like that.
Yeah, man. Like in a world filled with guns, this boy just uses a sword. He doesn't even care.
In a world full of people with
Onishi.
3D printed arms with water, with fucking liquid in them.
Man, this show's just a commercial for like prosthetics.
It's gonna happen.
If prosthetics were like, the thing is if you had like a robotic arm that like gave you that amount of power, it would rip your arm apart. Like if you tried to use, like where it connects, it would rip itself off from the force.
Just lower the power level, easy.
Yeah, don't you see just adjust it? There's a few buttons on it.
Just cut it in half, no problem.
Just make it do not anime things.
Yeah.
It'll work.
Yeah.
So the non-anime option mode.
Yeah. So Onishi, what did you guys think of him? Did you like him?
I really
He's a cool
Did
guy.
you not like
thought
him?
he was cool. Just because
I like how he's also like a swinger, like low key.
Yeah, everyone's a swinger in Mushishi City.
But yeah, man. Yoshi's like, hey, isn't that your girlfriend fucking that random dude? And he's like, she's free to do what she wants. It's okay.
Yeah. We should talk about we should talk about Yoshi a little bit though. Because he's who they introduced in the first episode.
Yeah.
They almost make it seem like he's going to be the main character of the show.
Almost.
Or the main bad guy.
Well, no, they well,
Both kind of.
yeah, he's
kind of the
like
first
sub-boss.
character that like appears on the screen.
Yeah,
Right.
he just comes in and he's this like real nice guy. He's got like a bro mustache.
And
He's
then
got
he kills a
beanie
few
on.
guys and
Or like a fisherman's hat. Yeah, and then he
A
just starts
bucket hat.
murdering people.
dude, that fisherman's hat is so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His character design was sick
Yeah, it
because
was
like
great.
he also felt like kind of alien in this like world of brown and gray or brown and
definitely
red
'cause he-
with his like yellow raincoat.
Yeah. So we should say where he came from, like the surface, right? Like the over.
Yeah.
the overworld.
From like Tokyo.
Yeah.
Tokyo, rural Tokyo, where all the houses look alike.
Yeah.
He was Hikaru's grandpa.
And the thing about like the upstairs world, like the not tunnel world, is that like it's just this lush green area filled with street lamps and only street lamps.
Yep.
And there are little girls that sound like men, and there are business ghosts, and
Yeah, all
Oh,
the people
fucking
up there are just like half existent, half non-existent.
That sounds like
Yeah.
the Tokyo that I know.
like some of them are like slowly phasing out of existence, and some of them are just like you know
Like
just essentially dead. They're husks of themselves.
Kind of
so
feel
it's
like
just like nothing else to do instead of just waiting.
Yeah. Well, like their whole thing was like they couldn't reproduce, so they just decided like, well, I'm just gonna remove every amount of danger from our society, and now there's just nothing. There's literally nothing. They sent all the danger underground, and now
And all the real humans are underground. Think
Yeah.
about it, yeah. Because
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's supposed to be this whole thing with like if there's no like risks and there's no danger in life, then like are you really living? You know.
that's
You're
what
not living life to
Yoshi
its
was all
fullest.
about. That's why he was trying to start like
Yeah.
a spectacle.
Yeah, because he wanted to see like people's
Oh.
desire to live.
maybe that's
Yeah.
why he was so kind. And he was just
What?
maybe he was. That's why he was so kind, because like he wasn't used to being angry at stuff or whatever. There's no danger.
I think he was kind because like that's just how the people are up top. But
Yeah,
like
that's what I mean.
I think he was like happy because he was seeing life in people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's kind of revealed later that he had always wanted to go down to like get stationed down there and see what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Yoshi's badass. He kills a bunch of dudes. Everyone kills a bunch of dudes. Really, that's.
Wait a minute.
It's whatever.
He's
he
not
had
great
something
at
under his
endurance
clothes.
running.
Huh?
He's not great at running for endurance.
I don't know.
He's great
Yeah.
at quickscoping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Was-
from a place that there's no danger. He seems to know a lot about like using guns and killing.
Yeah, man. Just because like everyone from the top is a god or some shit. I don't know. Like if you're a main character in the show, you're instantly like you know like 3 martial arts and you can use every gun and like you can use swords and shit. Like no problem. You don't
can
even
turn
need
into
training.
That's how it
you
should
could
be.
just- you could take down you could just take down a whole group.
You can punch people's heads clean off.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that one scene where Oni-chan was getting affronted by like these 2 guys, 2 like ruffians, after he gets out of his car and there's a dude in front like, hey, we're nudists, blah blah blah, and then he shoots that dude, and then he thinks to himself, wait, but by the usual pattern, there should be a guy right behind me, so he takes the body and like swivels around and then shoots the other guy behind him. That was very smooth. It
Yeah,
was
the
badass.
fight scenes
Yeah.
are usually really fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, slick badass.
Yeah, he's very slick.
for sure.
Even his hair is slicked back. That's when you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just like it when characters are cool and wear suits and have swords.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I wanted to bring up. I forgot while we were talking about art, but like, why in like all of the early 2000s anime is food just like rock soup?
It's stew,
Like-
dude.
Like all of but it was like soup with like little chunks of rock in it.
It's
Dude. That's what it
No,
looks
they're
like.
potatoes. What do you
because
mean?
they have found those great pixel artists who draw food very well. Yeah. It was
They're
the
literally
early 2000s.
potatoes.
I get that they're supposed to be potatoes, but it looks like you fucking sprinkled some pebbles in there. That's what they're eating.
I think that's just, the cuisine of the underworld. You can't question
Yeah.
it.
Well, like,
It's very goofy, and this is not the first. Like, it's always these like dark ass animes where the food just looks stupid. It looks bad.
well, I feel
Well,
like
that's part of the effect.
I agree with
It's
you,
part
but
of the
like
effect,
it
but, like-
fits well with,
Yeah.
with the show because like everybody's like poor and having a tough time. Like
You can make food not look like rocks and still look bad.
Yeah,
though,
they
you know what
had
I mean?
those fucking weird gray apples. You remember those?
Yes.
Yeah.
Something like that. Oh,
That was funny.
I don't know. That was weird. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Do we have any other characters to talk about though?
The dog. She was. She,
The doc?
she,
Yeah,
she was cute.
doctor.
And
oh my
that's
god,
it.
we forget about the dog.
I hated her. Hated her so much.
Why?
Why?
I think I might understand.
She has this like assertive air. She feels like she's the most powerful person in the world, and then like she realizes one like possibly life shattering realization, and then she just bitches out and dies. Or essentially dies. It's like she chose to live on the surface amongst the lifeless people. Just because she realized that everything she worked for was for nothing, but big bullshit, dude. People get stabbed every day in the city, I don't know.
I mean,
She lacks resolve.
wouldn't you like to have her as your doctor, though? Just randomly mounts you for no reason. Right? Right, guys?
I'm with you.
No, man,
Oh, okay.
those scenes were weird. I hate that shit.
I'm
It's
with
gay.
you.
You're gay.
Got him.
No, you.
But yeah.
I guess.
She was
But it's
fine.
thanks
All
to
we can
her.
talk about
And she
is
was-
all we can talk about.
She was drinking. She She was drinking wine out of a beaker. Like, no, fuck her.
Okay, that's the tipping point.
Get that shit out of here.
Wine out of a beaker, fucking unacceptable.
Why won't you just be normal and use regular fucking cup?
She only existed as like a vehicle to take the main character into like where he needs to be. Oh,
well, how else do you do it? You know,
That means nothing.
he just wakes up with limbs. Like, oh hey, this is the
Well, the way she was like pouring water into his mouth in the beginning.
I'm just saying that like I think that she was like the least compelling character of the show.
Yeah.
She was one of my favorites, to be honest.
outside of her scenes, probably. Yeah, she didn't do much.
Yeah, like she didn't do a lot for the story besides give our characters some power ups. You know, she's the Dr. Wily of the show.
I mean, he needed those power ups, though. Can't deny that. Or did he?
If he didn't get those power ups, none of this would have happened, man.
I mean,
Yeah, he also would have died in the fucking sewers.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, I
The
guess.
city would have lived
I feel
on.
like
Yeah.
all of the
My girl
characters-
Ron wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
I feel like all of the characters are pretty well developed, and
Okay.
their motivations make sense. So they didn't.
Mostly.
They definitely didn't feel like just a plot device to get the main character from point A to point B. It made sense that she like found interest in him through some dumb shit, and fucking
Yeah, his eyes. Fucking, that makes a lot of sense.
I feel like I know what you mean. Like you didn't like that she like lost her will at the end.
Well, yeah,
but I feel like the show
not,
the
it's
show's
not
supposed
just that,
to be
but like
like losing
not-
hope or something like that. Like there's nothing good to come out at the end. So,
yeah. No,
but there are there are those
Yeah.
characters that do fight till the end. But
you can't run from your fate. But I was joking around when I said that's why I don't like her. I just feel like she comes in and she just like she has this like mumbo jumbo reason where she comes to this like this group of robotic people and it's like, well, these are my Techhnolyzes and they're perfect. It's like, oh, you don't want them anymore? Oh no, I'm sad. Like it just felt like a reason for the character to like know about that place and go there later.
all right.
Maybe you're just gay.
I'm with Joodough.
But yeah, I understand.
So,
Yeah,
any more characters?
Yeah. This I guess the I don't know. I was gonna say Shinji, but I don't know what else I could talk about. I don't know.
Yeah, Shinji is he's just like mini Onishi. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, get out here with that shit. We don't need that. We have one Oni chain.
who is the guy with the funky hair that was like following?
It started with
Ichi-san
a C or K. Kali. But
he's just some like opportunistic guy, and he starts going around just being crazy. I don't know. He's not very important either, but he gets a lot of screen time.
What about that one prostitute that Yoshi fucked and then killed? Wasn't
You know,
that nice?
She wanted a better life.
Did she get it?
Arguably yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just. I think we're done with characters. I don't think there's. I mean, I guess there's the main bad guy, but like even him, like
he wasn't even around for so much. He was just like at the end.
His stuff is so like inconsequential.
What about the class? They had like this
Yeah,
fortress or whatever.
The class were a bunch of weird doll people.
Man, they had like
and three,
cool shit.
They're like
and three grandmas.
They
like
had
this like
such cool
higher.
designs.
The class is supposed to be like this higher class type of civilization or something,
Man,
or
at that-
just
at that-
group.
What was up with like the dude? Okay, so like towards the end, like my boy Shinji goes in and like he shoots all the people in the pool.
Yeah.
Okay, what were they doing? Like were they
I don't know.
were they supplying the like material
The
to make the
raffia?
Techhnolyzes? Was that
Yeah.
Was that what they were or like what were they?
I didn't understand that either. I don't know if they're like making it or they're like receiving it. I didn't.
I mean, that's the implication I got, but
Like, yeah, I got that. And then, like, he kills them all, and then, like, the little underling, like, the right-hand man to the main bad guy, whose name I don't remember. Kano? Yeah. So, like, the henchman to Kano, like, with the weird, like, he has, like, a mask that's, like, stitched onto his face. He just fucking kills Shinji and then kills himself.
Yep.
He kills himself, and I don't get it. Like, why?
Oh, shit. It's cool. It's cool in the moment.
That scene was fucking cool, though. I think
This is a very stylistic anime.
It's cool and edgy.
Yeah, that's why.
I think they were like important. It was like important political shit again, as always, and he had to kill him because they were too powerful or whatever. Probably.
I definitely might have to rewatch this, and I will. Not anytime soon, but
part of me feels like they wanted like more screen time to show this anime.
They could have. I mean, we could like go into the writing now.
Yeah, sure. Talk about it.
I think
writing's really cool.
It's
great,
fine. I liked it. It's just that the middle part was just so like I don't know what's going on. I don't care.
Everything was really fucking sick, except when the part when like Yoshi died until the shapes come in. It was like nothing. It was.
Yeah, there was some like
political drama shit.
It's just Ichise
like
which I liked the political drama. I thought it was kind of interesting. I really liked. Yeah, it moved fast. And then people just start dying out of nowhere, and you're like, "Oh, well, why are people dying?" And then, like, even if you don't know like who these mob bosses are, you're like, "Oh, wait, these are pretty important dudes. Why is this happening?"
Yeah, sometimes it felt pretty heavy-handed.
Yeah,
just the way they presented stuff and the way they
for sure.
stuff.
They didn't introduce new shit. It was like just, oh, I think he does this, or he thinks this. Let's kill this guy, and then he kills him, and then other guys kill some other guys.
Just showing like how the organo worked and how Ichise is like getting like getting.
Yeah, but then you like find out that like all of this like random seemingly senseless killing was due to like these people who were going to defect to the cast, the case. What are they called?
Yeah.
What are the robot people called?
The shapes.
The shapes.
Is that what you mean?
No, the faction.
Oh, the class.
Oh, the class. Yes.
Oh, that's what you meant.
the case. No, they're like defecting to the class, and they were like trying to kill off all the important people before they did it. So it was kind of like a build-up thing, as well as like they were trying to make like a character moment for Ichise. Mm-hmm. But this character has such a hard time conveying emotion that isn't screaming anger. I feel like a lot of it was like kind of lost.
There's this dad thing he's going through that I didn't get. Like I don't understand his dad's past except for like he was framed or something.
He thought that his dad was an asshole, and then he wasn't, and he got framed.
Amazing.
So.
And then he killed those guys in the bar.
Yeah, he killed the people that framed him, and that's the end of his origin story.
It just sounded so important.
Cool,
like, oh yeah, your dad was like a cool guy, and it's like, oh okay, why was he framed? Oh, I don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Writing. Anything else cool? No, I'm kidding.
Cool shit.
Yeah, I feel like so that time that they spent like just like pussyfooting around in the middle of the anime, they totally could have just like condensed that a lot.
They could have cut like 6 episodes, to be honest.
Well, not even cut 6 episodes, but used the 6 episodes to explain shit later.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like to make the ending more maybe like a little bit more satisfying, less rushed, because the ending was like super breakneck speed.
I don't think so. It was like the same pace as like the first couple episodes until Yoshi died. It was pretty fast paced. The ending.
That's what I'm saying. It was fast paced. It was breakneck speed. That's fast.
Yeah, because everything was happening at once.
Yeah,
Like, it
but
made
I feel
sense in
like
the
they
story.
could have,
Because like one thing causes the other, and then everything happens, and everything falls apart, and stuff.
and then they all come down, and then like Ichise kills a bunch of dudes, and he kills the main guy, like just without any closure to like the main guy, or the bad guy, the bad guy.
His design wasn't
cool.
great, so he doesn't matter.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere like, oh yeah, I just want to like take over the city.
Can't just hand wave the main bad guy, the main antagonist, and say, oh, he wasn't well designed. Like, that's what I'm saying. Devote those episodes to like fleshing it out instead of going so fast.
They hand waved everything in the last episode. But that's it's not the worst thing you could do.
I think the only thing we got out of like.
It just felt like in development they're working on this anime and they're like episode 21 and they're like, oh shit, we only have one more episode.
They started concluding it at like episode 20 or 19 or like 18.
Yeah, man. Their 100 episode show got cut down at episode 21. Just kidding. You only have one episode left.
I feel like the director really wanted like 50 episodes for this. Is what I'm saying.
Speaking of the director, it's the director of Steins Gate.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What?
Oh no.
Same dude.
Oh no.
Why does a Steins Gate look like this?
Because Steins Gate was adapting a visual novel, and then visual novels make things better inherently. That's why.
I'm just saying, like, imagine if my boy Stein had a gun. You know what I mean?
I mean, I like this way more than Steins Gate, to be honest.
What?
I want to ask you about how you felt real quick. I guess themes and stuff when it comes to the writing, especially around the end.
Man, I got real spooked. I questioned my own mortality. I questioned the use of cybernetics,
especially with like the evolution stuff. It's the only way to like evolve, but like they're stuck.
Yeah.
They're stuck where they're at.
Do you think that like the natural evolution for humans is like mechanical augmentation?
It's becoming white robots with like half of two guns.
I would definitely not want to become a shape. Hell no. I don't want to be just some...
I mean, why not?
Well, to me, it looks... I don't like how it looks. It's just like some head connected to like this sack.
Not a sack. You're like a little mecha. You're like... there's a Yu-Gi-Oh card called like Mech Lord Overlord or some shit. You look like that.
Well, but the main body that isn't the mech is this sack in your head and these...
Oh, yeah. Tubes. Like that... But that's just like the perfect augmentation. You replaced everything but what makes you you.
Do you have a dick?
No, you don't need that shit.
No.
You just live in the frame forever.
I can't agree with that.
Whatever. You don't need that shit. That was a point that was brought up in the anime.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah.
This anime is very graphic though. No, the themes. Oh, I guess cool. Like,
oh yeah, it's not.
It's definitely.
It's not like it wasn't like mind blowing or so smart.
It's definitely something to ponder, but like, give me like 2 days and it'll be out of my memory. So
I just really like the aesthetic. Damn, this fucking word.
Aesthetic.
Yeah, aesthetic.
I wanted to raise the question of how much does getting your arm and leg cut off actually hurt? Because this show makes it look like it hurts pretty fucking a lot. But then again, media contrasts itself and conflicts itself all the time. So I'm not actually sure. I can't gauge the pain.
It has hurt so much. This anime convinced me.
I had to suspend my disbelief so hard when my boy was walking around without an arm and a leg for like
guys, I had to try it out on my own, and I got my arm and leg for the episode.
That dude.
He was just crawling around with like his limbs like tied to his shirt or something.
Yeah, my boy would have been dead. Like, come on, you can't say his will to live competed against blood loss.
Nah,
like,
man.
That's some anime bullshit.
Yeah, man. It was fake.
He also
man.
trudged the sewers.
Yeah, there was one part that I didn't get where like Ichise, like Onichi, like.
Onishi?
Yeah, Onichichi.
Onichichi. Yeah.
So Onishi, like they cut off the main character's like arm and leg in the beginning, and Onishi walks up and like he does some weird shit, and with his sword, and I don't even know like what did he like hit him with the back of it, like with the hilt or something?
Yeah.
Like I think it was
he hit him like with the dull side and just knocked him out or something. He wasn't even
He's
bleeding.
like, oh, my blade never touched him, but if he was a lesser man, he would have died. Like, get that shit out. Come on.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Are you questioning the strength of my boy Onishi? What the hell?
I'm questioning the strength of the main character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, the parts where he wasn't, like, a cyborg badass were, like, the least bearable parts for me because, like, it really felt like he should have just died and the animation should have been over.
No.
Yeah, that'd be a good OVA.
It added to the gameplay for the aesthetic. I disagree. It was kind of cool.
The theme will be...
When he was depressed and shit.
The message would be, don't mess with the mob. Or with the Kingsters.
Yeah, I just feel like they might have dragged their feet a little too much, trying to get him his robotic arms and like show his pain because like he like went from like this like dock where they were about to dump his body to like the middle of town. Like he crawled there. Like that's got to be like a very, very long time. There's no way.
Man.
What happened was they aired the first episode and they realized that not many people were into it. And the second episode they're like, wait, shit. We need to sell this show. Doctor with tits. Here you go. Have some limbs.
Yeah. It was the only thing that took me out of the anime. It's the only thing that like broke my immersion.
I'm pretty good at staying immersed, like just generally, so I had no problem with that.
Yeah. Same.
I mean, there's a line that you have to toe when making fiction, where like you have to make it at least a little bit believable.
I mean, it was.
Sure.
You know what? Dude, cut your arms and legs off and crawl around for the next day or so, and tell me how that goes for you. Tell me if your will keeps you alive.
Tell me when you find a doctor. I'll give you prosthetics.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's not that easy to make a clean cut on the arm with like a sword. Pretty sure that's fucking actually difficult.
Yeah, very hard.
Yeah.
Although that guy had some like quality Nippon steel folded 1,000 times.
Okay, yeah, I guess I can believe that. Forged under the fires of Mount Vesuvius.
Can you guys see the fucking rain and thunder in my background?
No,
no, but I wish I could. Can we like add some like rain and thunder effects?
Yeah, man. Let's get some ASMR.
Sure, I'll do that. Should I go and open my window so you can hear it?
No, I want post effects.
Alright, sure.
Second or third.
Alright.
Left first, YODR.
Sound.
While we're talking about shit, let me throw in something.
Sound.
What I forgot to say in art and animation when we were talking about that. It was sick as fuck, guys. Like there was one scene, the fight scenes especially. Like I remember one scene specifically where like the fucking big guy with those weird sunglasses. Like
the leader of the union.
Like the background was like glowing orange, and he cut up some people, and everything was like orange and crimson colored.
Yeah, that shit was really cool.
And there were no noises at all except fucking chill synthwave music. It was fucking sick.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about sound a little bit though. Opening by
fucking amazing.
Juno Reactor, hell yeah. Okay. Absolutely sick.
Absolutely
I loved
amazing.
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some fucking amazing visual stuff vibes.
Yeah, the ending I skipped as always. What'd you guys think about it?
I listened to some of it and it was pretty neat.
It was good. It was alright.
I wish it had like a better introduction. Like, you know how sometimes the ending starts playing while the episode is still like concluding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish that they kind of did that and not just hard cut to the ending.
I wish they had gotten the opening for Elfin Lied for the ending of this anime.
Fucking playing Lilium everywhere.
I mean, they had to do the classic. You have like this really intense / polarizing opening, and then you chill it out with the ending, which is just some lovely lady going over like an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, the song itself was sick.
Lilium from Elfen Lied really creeped me out. I was younger.
So some of
we can talk about that in the Elfen Lied cast.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Welcome to Elfen Lied cast,
I liked a lot of the music.
14.
The background OST was made by 2 guys. Haven't found info on one of them, but the other one made like stuff for similar shows or movies around the time. Like he did the music for Joodough, which was great.
Yep.
It was mainly like ambient drone-y stuff or like synthy stuff.
It was just shoegaze, just shoegaze straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it like actually had some like rock parts or like some fucking Evanescence type shit in it, because it's like the same time as that was popular. It had that kind of vibe sometimes.
Yeah, I was way into like all of the music and the sound effects, and I actually watched it dubbed. We're
gonna get to that.
The voice.
Maybe I should never have told them.
I still have shit to say about the music.
Oh, okay, cool.
After I finished the show, I went out and actually listened to most of the music, and it's like surprisingly really fucking good. Like, yeah, that's all I gotta say. Expect go subscribe to my YouTube channel and expect the fucking some of those tracks sampled.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
So why the hell should we watch this? Why the hell are we watching this?
Well, I want to talk about fucking voice acting.
Yeah, I thought we're done.
I'm
here.
down.
Okay.
Boy.
Yeah,
I'm the one that says that anyway. Fuck off. Anyway,
I think that the Japanese voice acting was fantastic.
Yes.
I thought the English voice acting was also very good.
Was it?
That's less than fantastic.
Yep.
I watched.
Yeah, it was actually well done.
How was the
when
screaming?
You compare it to, like, there was only like one scream that I didn't like.
Oh, okay.
But like it was the one scream where like he was running towards the dudes who were about to cut his arm off, and like it was a really really slow run, so the scream had to be really long, and it was just except it was supposed to be like a crazed. It was supposed to be like a crazed psychotic scream, so it was like a crazed psychotic like drawn out scream. It was very strange.
Yeah,
I didn't like it.
All the screaming was like great. And the Japanese
there's a lot of screaming in this show.
Lots of
a lot of
surprisingly
autistic
good screaming
from the main
I mean,
character.
it's deservedly screaming though. He has a reason to scream.
Yeah, he's mad.
Yeah, he's a little mad.
Yeah, he stubbed his toe multiple times.
What's up with my boy punching walls behind people's head?
Yeah, what the hell, man? That's
That's
some,
disrespectful.
That's some shoujo shit. Like when you press them up against the wall.
What if he like flinched and like lost half of his face? Like, come on, you can't be doing that shit.
But it's cool now.
Alright, yeah. But the English voice actors were cool. You guys have anything else like specific about the voice actors? I don't.
No, but all the weapons from the shapes sound like straight out of Half-Life 2.
Yeah. Oh, I really like the like noises of the like disintegration guns. They're, fucking like
We're
fucking.
gonna
I don't
edit
know.
some sounds in here.
Yeah. Pew pew. Anyway.
Yeah, man. The crowbar clank effect. Good sound. Great sound.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Sick. All right. So I think that concludes everything. Do we have any closing statements we'd like to say?
Yeah.
It's just Lane and Gunslinger Girl, but in Cyberpunk, and also it was like Angel's Egg.
It was an interesting show. Definitely, I say it was worth a watch. But like, if you didn't, if you didn't understand it and you don't want to, sleep it.
Yeah. So why the hell were we watching Texhnolyze?
If you want to feel bad and think for a little bit about like humanity's next step, and then also like just like no hope, or I guess left. You just want to feel bad. Go ahead and watch it.
If you like early 2000s, fucking gritty electronic music and ambient stuff, and brown in general, and PS2 graphics, CG graphics, trademarked.
If you want to explore pain, if you want to explore losing an arm and a leg, if you want to experience taking like a huge block of like monotone LSD and then being strapped to like a carousel and then have just like slowly like revolve you around this underground world, and then you get to see it like seep through your bones and into your chest and then make you a guy that wants to scream all the time. If you resonate with any of those statements, check it out.
It was definitely an ambient thing,
Yeah.
ambient show. Everything was kind of dark and creamy.
Yeah, a show that's really with emotion. Like,
I think that if you're okay with like kind of erratic like pacing, and you really like this like 2003 aesthetic, you should definitely watch it. You should also watch it exactly how I did.
No.
At 3 a.m. with like a box of wine.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say dubbed.
Oh no, I don't give a shit.
Okay, good.
Watch.
Guys, I watched the first episode dubbed, and then like no one was saying anything, and then I switched to subs.
I watched. Hey guys, how was the voice acting in the first episode? I don't know. No one talked.
Man,
hell yeah.
The dubbers made an artistic decision not to say anything for the first 11 minutes.
I also liked fucking how they would like have scenes where characters would talk but you wouldn't hear it. You would just hear like ambient noises and cool shit. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good shit.
all right,
They didn't
all right,
just...
guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, guys.
this
Get
has been
ready for
episode 12.
get ready for the next anime
Wait,
episode.
why
right.
why the hell shouldn't you watch Texhnolyze?
You shouldn't watch it if you're not into this aesthetic. If you don't like depressing stuff, and if you don't like really violent stuff.
It's like tastefully violent.
Yeah, if you're not into like very heavy-handed,
Dude
agitating
literally
stuff,
got his entire body blown to pieces.
yeah, he did.
It was tasteful.
If you're not into heavy-handed, agitating, pretty autistic, white noise, depressing shit, maybe not. But if you're a fan,
spoilers in this episode, by the way. We definitely gave spoilers.
If you want to watch
Steins
Steins Gate, except with more blood and more brown, then
anything good.
Yeah. And less time travel.
less time travel.
All right, get ready for Hikaru no Go.
Oh god.
Yes. And with that, we will end this episode. See you guys later. Bye.
Bum, bum, bum.